So a Sunday morning, I'm out here getting me a little walk in. But real quick, I want to share with you guys a little bit about my journey. Hopefully somebody watching this video will get inspired or motivated. Maybe you're struggling right now in some way, shape, form, or fashion. It could be financially, it could be loss of job, whatever the case may be, right? So I made a video a couple days ago and I was telling you how I got laid off in 2018. I left that job making $56,000 a year. From there, I completely pivoted in terms of career, pursued a trucking career, which is what I'm in now. Got my first trucking job, which sucked big time all the way around. The work, the pay, everything. I took a huge pay cut with that job, making $45,000 a year. It was temporary. In my mind, as a new, inexperienced truck driver, I knew that my first trucking job probably wasn't going to be the best. And so I was going to stick it out, because the most important thing in trucking is really getting your experience up. Once you get your experience up, you have more opportunities for better paying jobs. And I'm out here by the road, so I apologize. It's probably going to be a little louder than normal until I get back over here. But $45,000 a year. Thankfully, by the grace of God, I was only there for 4 months. Moved on to the company that I'm currently at, making a lot more money. And that layoff turned out to be a blessing. So I went from making $56,000 down to $45,000 to now making over 6 figures. Started creating content, creating an additional revenue stream in addition to my W-2 job. And now we're here. So I want to tell you guys, man, that despite all of the adversity that I faced with getting laid off and then having to take a pay cut that was just over $10,000 less than I was previously making, along with being on child support at the time, where the child support amount that I was ordered to pay was based on that $56,000 salary that I was making. Having to deal with that, it was a struggle financially for me. It was tough, it was hard. Just being transparent with you guys. It wasn't easy, but I overcame. And I did everything legally. I got here legally. I didn't break any laws, right? I didn't risk my freedom in order to get back on my feet and create a better life for myself. I think that's important, because when a lot of people start to face some really adversity and they don't really have that mental fortitude, or they don't have people around them speaking positive things in their life, and maybe they're even consuming a lot of negative information, when you're doing all these things, man, it can really mess with you mentally. So when things get hard, guard your mind during those times. Be aware of the things that you not only listen to, but things that you watch, conversations that you have, things that come out of your mouth. You want to be in a positive place when you're going through things, when you're trying to become a better version of yourself, despite the adversity that you might be going through. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. You got to stay focused. You got to be disciplined. You got to be consistent with working on trying to be a better person. Learn. The more you learn, the more you earn. You guys already know this. But knowing something and doing something about it is totally different. So I'm sure some of you watching this video have heard the term or the phrase analysis by paralysis. That's when you acquire all this knowledge. You know what to do, you just never do it. You never take any action. So if you just have the knowledge but you don't apply what you learn, it's useless. It's pointless. So educate yourself. Learn some new skills. Hopefully it's some skills that you can monetize. It could be content creation, right? I know a lot of people want to get into content creation. Listen, it can be an additional stream of income if you get monetized. It's not easy. A lot of people on social media make it seem like it's easy, but trust me, it's work. It almost feels like another job, to be honest. But you got to do what you got to do when you want better for yourself, man. You got to put in the time. I got a full-time job, and I try to create content when I can. So it's worked out for me, and it can work out for you. Keep your head up. Surround yourself with some good people if you can. I'm fortunate enough to have some good people around me. Not a lot, but some good people around me, it's enough. One of those people just happens to be my wife. I did a good job picking a good wife, man. You know, when you're picking a partner, or you're picking a spouse if you're married, or you plan on getting married, that's one of the most important decisions you'll ever make, is the person you plan on spending the rest of your life with. Because if you pick right, it can be a value add to your life. But if you pick wrong, it can be a detractor. It can be detrimental in many ways. So hopefully, you know, if you plan on getting involved with someone, whether it's a, boyfriend, girlfriend, or you're thinking about getting married. I know a lot of people, particularly men, at least what I hear online, a lot of men are very apprehensive nowadays about getting married. And you really can't blame a lot of guys. I get it. Being married is sort of some people look at it as a business arrangement. And I guess when you factor in, if things don't work out right, you can lose a lot from a financial standpoint. A divorce can put you in a bad financial place, paying alimony, attorney fees, etc. Like, it can be very costly. And so that's why it's important, man, to try to pick right the first time. And if you just in a regular relationship with a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever the case is, you can be with somebody in that type of relationship and really be given a lot more than you're getting in return. And that can hurt you as well. So just try to get with somebody who's like-minded, who's a good person, and you both are adding value to one another. That's the main thing, man. A lot of people, and I'm not trying to get off topic, but when it comes to relationships, when it comes to marriage, there's a lot of messaging out there, like it's so bad to get married, or, all women are gold diggers, or all men are dolls, or all men cheat, right? There's a lot of different narratives out there. And You can believe it or not. I think both things can be true. I think there are some people out there that may fit those, stereotypes, if you will. You can label certain people as those things, but it's not everybody, right? I don't think all men are dogs. I don't think all men cheat. I don't think all women are gold diggers. There are some good men and women out there. You just have to find them. But enough of that, man. Back to what I was saying in terms of leveling up. Just get focused. We only got one life to live. I talk about how where we are in life is solely based on your decisions that you've made up to this point. So if you're in a bad place, more than likely you put yourself there. More than likely it's self-inflicted, so you have to hold yourself accountable. I know we like to blame other people for where we are. I know we like to blame other people for our circumstances, but the reality is that it's because of our decisions that we have the life that we have, bad or good. So hold yourself accountable, man, no matter what. If you have breath in your body and you're able-bodied, you can change your circumstances. I'm gonna turn around right here. We're gonna go back. You can change your circumstances, man. So stay hopeful. Stay optimistic. Things can change for you. I'm turning the camera because it looks a little dark. Hopefully you guys can still see me. The light was in the other direction, or at least hitting me from the other direction. Now I'm going away from it, so it's behind me. But that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, man. Through everything I went through, and I'm sure even in the future, going forward, there's going to be some challenges that I have to face. There's going to be some adversity. The thing about life, when you think everything just seems to be going great for you, you have to understand that adversity is right around the corner. And vice versa. When things seem to be going terrible for you, it's like you just can't catch a break. Opportunity is right on the other side of that. So that's pretty much how life works. It's just a constant up and down roller coaster ride that we are on. So once you understand that, you understand that's just life. Everybody goes through it. Nobody's life is perfect. Social media can make it appear that way, but trust me, nobody's life is perfect. And everybody has things that they go through. But listen, guys, that's all I wanted to talk to you about today. Y'all stay encouraged. Stay humble. Have discipline. Be smart about your decision making. And until the next video, I'll catch you guys later, man. Peace.